And I like how it gives me the countdown. Hey Alexa, turn it up a little bit. Thank you. The computer is a little bit slower to tell me how many of y'all are here, so usually it tells me when you join. Here it goes. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Steve. Thank you for joining. Super Bowl week. Go 49ers. It's a big week. Been wearing a jersey every Friday afternoon at happy hour when I play. Got a Super Bowl jersey for this Friday. Hopefully it leads to another victory. I'm live from Richmond, RVA, downtown for another special edition, Season 1, Episode 3. Well, Episode 1, I don't know if it counts or not since it's in the private domain, but now we're in the public domain and the water's fine. So I want to start out by saying a special hello and get well to Mike Raday, the Godfather. Hasn't been really feeling up to snuff since Jamaica, and we miss him, and we hope he's feeling better. And we try to take care of Sherry and Missy, but we let one slip through the cracks. But everybody, we're all family, respect each other at these shows. If someone has a problem, please, if it's a suggesting show or any show I have any kind of authority at, I know it's scary, come see me at the merch booth, and we will figure it out, just so everyone is on the same page. So tonight, I'm going to review some of the stuff that happened last weekend. Going to go over the calendar. I got a brand new updated sheet, but it is a full sheet. Going to have 2 show announcements tonight. And we're going to have special guests at the end, Nick and Colleen, Audacity Brass Band. It's going to be a good time. I know the number one feedback I got was they're too long. Well, tonight's going to be a long one, and I've got a special guest lined up for the next month of shows. So they're going to be longer, especially when we have guests, because this is y'all's chance. Anytime y'all have questions, please shoot them to me, and we will talk to the artists and let them know. What's up, Mac, tonight, my boy? Drudge, Lacine, Laura, Andy from Sisters and Brothers. We'll get to you, brother. Byron, thank you. Debbie, my number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, everybody relax. 49ers, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Great. Let's get down to business. It is a super week to match the Super Bowl, that's for sure, as far as the music calendar goes. But let's go back to last week, because we had John Kay and Suggesting Rhythm at the Broadberry, and some highlights for me was the Feel Like a Stranger, the Big Railroad Blues, All Over Now, which when they play that song has special meaning, because when they played it on Neil's birthday, I made my comment about, Nicole, love you. Easy Win. The band loves playing it. They know it brings the crowd juice. You guys never fail to bring the juice on that song. The Bird Song was probably the song of the weekend, because Suggesting, Last Fair Deal Friday night. I think Captain Joe had one Saturday night. We had one Friday. Get to happy hour early, folks, and you hear some of the best stuff, like our acoustic Bird Song, jamming, warming up while Vince set up. So beautiful, so good. Bird Song was probably the song of the weekend because it got played the most, and a lot of great versions out there. Check the internets. New Spadeway Boogie in the second set. The Terrapin Station. Come on, folks. Come on. Someone's got to help pick up that slack on that suggesting rhythm pop on the namesake line when the place is packed like that and I'm all the way in the back because I'm rushing up there, trying to get up there to help make sure we get the good pop. Someone's got to take over. Jason, somebody. Get Out My Life, Woman. Go look at that clip on the internet. It's really good. Great jams in there. Harder They Come. Mr. Charlie Encore. It was magic. It was magic. Thank everybody for showing up. Thank you for the support at the merch booth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll have more on Suggesting Rhythm coming up. Craigslist Jerry, Friday afternoon. What a hot, rocking good time. Thank you to my brothers for letting me play in that one. The Bird Song, lots of goodies in there. More on Craigslist Jerry shortly. Junction Hill with Colleen Trimpe sitting in Friday night. Heather Taylor, Hank, Steve, Jellyfish, Brock brought the house down. Special shout out to the Cary Street night staff. I had a good conversation with Michael on Friday night, and we just talked about, the impression that the night crew thinks we don't like them, and we think the night crew doesn't like us. So it was a good conversation with Michael. Shout out to the Cary Street night crew because we're going to be seeing you a lot in the next couple of weeks. Last Fair Deal with John K. at the beach. I know a lot of y'all went down there for that. Looked like a rocking good time. The visuals look super good. I know everyone had a good time. Rob, Tim, traveling from Richmond down there, knocking it out of the park. Janita doing her belly dancing. I know y'all had a blast, everyone that went down there. Dylan Kessler, Crystal, y'all were road warriors this weekend. I know you were. Thank you for all the support in the scene, all the time you give us. Brunch. Blue Rooster Brunch. Wow, wow, wow. Long time coming. Felt really good. Thank you for singing happy birthday to my mom for me. It made her birthday. Love you, Mom. Happy birthday again. David Hall, it was his birthday, and he was running the lights. Did a great job. Running lasers at Steve Stock 3, SteveStockMusicFest.com. If you didn't know, prices go up midnight the last day of January. So February 1st at midnight, prices go up to $50. You can get your paper tickets at Not Fade Away Gifts. I'm honoring the online price at Not Fade Away Gifts. They have tickets available now, and camping passes. Camping pass prices do not change. They're the same throughout the whole thing. There's still vendor spots available. With the vendor spot, you get 2 tickets into the show. So, sorry. This message brought to you by Steve Stock 3. Highlights for the Blue Rooster set. The gospel section, I'll Be With Thee. Jesus is going to strike me down because I can't remember the second song. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Black-Throated Wind, and then the Pigs. The crowd loved the Pigs. Who doesn't love Pigs? Pink Floyd always gets me in the feels, no matter where it is. All right, that was a recap from last weekend. I'm glad everyone made it back safe. And let's do the schedule real quick so we have time with all of our special guests. Starting off with, okay, let's just get a couple things down first. Every week, right now, Wednesdays, Cary Street Cafe, to come here is 4 to 7 happy hour. Hashberry, Thursdays, Cary Street Cafe, 4 to 7 happy hour. Craigslist Jerry, Fridays, Cary Street Cafe, 4 to 7 happy hour. All 3 Steve Stock bands, all 3 playing happy hour. Nobody knows nothing. All systems go until we hear otherwise. Jeff Rothman Band CDs are in and ready. They will be for sale starting this Friday. And Suggesting Rhythm merch booth. And I have a Craigslist Jerry announcement coming tonight. 131, 2 nights of Lotus at the National. I know you guys love your Lotus. Tom Kostoff, Godfather of Steve Stock 2. Thank you. Audacity Brass Band at Froggy's in Virginia Beach. Who's the shout out? Who saw you at Froggy's last time?
Dina and Mike.
Dina and Mike.
What's up? Thanks
Dina
so much
and
for coming
Mike.
out, guys.
Dina loves pickles. We found that out this evening, and she will take your pickle right off your plate. Audacity Brass Band at Froggy's in Virginia Beach, 9 p.m. That's this Friday. Steve Stock 3 alert. Audacity Brass Band, co-headliners. 131, Grapefruit Fred Nuevo Mexico, 8 p.m. That's this Friday night. Grapefruit Fred, Nuevo Mexico, 8 p.m. Steve Stock 3 Band. Opening up the festivities, 4 p.m. on Friday. Get there early, folks. Super Bowl weekend is Super Show weekend. 2-1 Saturday. Barstool Rodeo opens up for Hashberry Collective, 9 p.m. at the Camel. Barstool Rodeo is playing your Widespread Panic jams, and Hashberry Collective, full band, playing your Grateful Dead and other assorted jams, like your Rolling Stones and your Bob Dylan and all your good stuff. Also, 2-1, the universe is working against me for this Saturday. Now my little girl has a birthday party from 5 to 8. It might turn into a sleepover. If it does turn into a sleepover, I'm golden. If it doesn't turn into a sleepover, I'm kind of screwed because I have to pick her up at 8, drop her off with babysitter, and then go. Anyway, here's my plan for 2-1. Blue Rooster opens for Audacity Brass Band at the Darkroom at the HOF, 9 p.m. I'm assuming 8 p.m. doors. Is 9 p.m. is music or doors?
9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. doors, right?
Yeah. 9 p.m. doors. That means 10 p.m. music. That's at the Hoff, 2-1 this Saturday in the Darkroom. Blue Rooster opening up. Two Steve Stock 3 bands in one night for the price of one. If I'm there, which I will be somehow, some way. Now that I know it doesn't start till 10, we're probably in good shape. I will have Steve Stock paper. Someone's getting Miracle, but try to support me if you can. I got to sell some tickets, even though someone's called me a sellout today on the internet. Also 2-1, Medicinal Dreams, Doug White's new local band, opening up for Sisters and Brothers. I've got a 9 p.m. on that. Usually Cary Street's 10 p.m. Andy's watching. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch the response to the question or if I can work a computer because I turn 40 next week. But Andy can probably clarify that. But we've got Medicinal Dreams, Doug White's new band, opening up for Sisters and Brothers. I'm calling this a Steve Stock event too because Doug White and Long Strange Night, Steve Stock 3 Band. And Sisters and Brothers, Steve Stock 2 Band, Steve Stock 3 Band, and Rockin' the Lockin' Contender. We'll get to that in a second. Come see Sisters and Brothers in Richmond. I'm going to try to do Blue Rooster, half of Audacity, then get to the bar for Sisters and Brothers. That's my plan, to be able to hit both. But we've all seen how my plan goes awry real quick. 2-2, Camel Brunch this Sunday is Brother Jerry. I love my Brother Jerry trucker hat. They had some that not fade away when I was there last week, so grab your Brother Jerry trucker hat. 2-2 is also the Super Bowl. Go 49ers. I will put that in there. We're going to win the 6th one. Super excited about it. So that's everything this week. Y'all go out and support the live music. I'll be at Craigslist Jerry Friday afternoon and then doing Grapefruit Fred. And then we all know what I'm trying to do Saturday. I've already said it. So it is what it is. All right. Next week. Hopefully I'm celebrating a Super Bowl victory because there's a lot going on this following week. So 2-5. Special happy hour for me. Come here's Wednesday, February 5th. I may or may not be playing a jam or two. Special day for me, 2-5. Cary Street Cafe happy hour, 4 to 7. 2-6, Cary Street happy hour, Hashberry, acoustic, regular happy hour spot. Once again, we'll see about playing. But okay. Also that day at noon, big photo op at the bar. Channel 12 News is going to be there. There's drones in the sky taking pictures for the big 25th anniversary party. Get there at 12 noon at the bar. Dress up. Look good. Look crazy for the big picture. That's 12 o'clock noon on 2-6. Then Hashberry Happy Hour, 4 to 7. Then the big old whoop-de-doo Cary Street Cafe 25th anniversary party. It's free. It does start at 9 p.m. with Whistler's Mother. And then Craigslist Jerry, Prime Time, and Super Jam. Celebrating 25 years at the bar. Celebrating the transition at the bar. It's going to be a good time on 2-6. I have requested all for 2-7 for that. And 2-7, after happy hour with Craigslist Jerry, we have Blind and Dirty at the Capitol Ale House at 9 p.m. I cannot wait. Thrilled to death for Blind and Dirty at the Capitol Ale House. Pre-buy tickets. Pre-buy tickets. That's Friday, 2/7. Blind and Dirty, Capitol Ale House. We will conclude birthday week. We have Captain Joe and the Laughing Bones on the Rocks on 2/8, Saturday night 2/8. Also, announcement 2/8. Or I don't know if it's an announcement, but they're finally on the list after I screwed up last week. Lazy Man Dub is playing Bob Marley's birthday bash at Martin's in Roanoke. Audacity, y'all played Martin's in Roanoke, haven't you?
Yeah.
So Lazy Man Dub, 2/8, Martin's Roanoke, Bob's birthday bash. Lazy Man Dub, Steve Stock 3 artist, my good friend Adam Beeson and his reggae band. Some flavor for Saturday night, late night. I was going to do Audacity late night Saturday to bring the fire in the funk late night, but noise restrictions. So we put them on the main stage. I'm for suggesting rhythm, probably a more proper spot. 2/8, Captain Jones on the Rocks. Told you about that. 2/12, the Whalers of the Jefferson Theater. Still no confirmation from the Lamberts whether they are the official Whalers or the fake Whalers. Nonetheless, they're there. 2/9, Brunch Camel. I'm sorry, going back. 2/9, Brunch at the Camels, the River City Band. 2/14, Valentine's Day, Blue Rooster, Bon Air Community Center for your Valentine's Day party. BYOB, bring food. They usually have food. Don't scare the locals. I told Key about our Valentine's Day plans, and she was absolutely thrilled. But we love Blue Rooster, and it'll be a lot of love there at Bon Air Community Center on 2/14. 2/15, we have Suggesting Rhythm at the Camel. New 8 p.m. start time. Come get your pins. Sold quite a few the other night, so there are a few left. 8 p.m. start time. February 15th, Suggesting Rhythm at the Camel. 2/16, Hashberry Collective plays the Brunch, Sunday 2/16. 2/18, Tedeschi Trucks Band at the Altria Theater. Alan Peters, I got your message. I was trying to park in the city. I want those 2 tickets. Thank you. I will gladly take your 2 Tedeschi Truck tickets today and pay you tomorrow. That's 2/18 at the Altria Theater. I have some stuff I jiggled. Okay. 2/21, Lazy Man Dub, my buddy Adam's reggae band, Steve Stock 3 artists. Cary Street Cafe, 10 p.m. I think that's an announcement. I think that's a world premiere. How exciting. 10 p.m., Cary Street Cafe, 2/21, Lazy Man Dub. I'll be there with Steve Stock tickets. Come get them. Can't wait. 2/23, brunch is Sisters and Brothers coming from Charlottesville. 3/1 is Slingshot on Mars, Tim and Rob Lord's new band. That's the brunch. 3/6, I just want to say Sisters and Brothers, Rockin' the Lockin', Southern Cafe in Charlottesville. Get your tickets early. It's a small spot. Stay and vote for Sisters and Brothers, please. We'll be talking a little bit about Rockin' the Lockin' 2019 here in 1 second. One more date, 3/17, Melvin and John Kay at the National. Tried to talk to John about it the other night, and he wasn't really feeling it. But okay, and big announcement. Where's my drum? 2/29, Craigslist Jerry is playing Shiver in the River during the day. Craigslist Jerry, Shiver in the River, 2/29. Then Jeff Rothman is doing the double dip, and we have Suggesting Rhythms, 5th birthday party at the Canal Club. There's going to be cake. There's going to be jams. Keeping certain people away from the cake. You already said something. It's going to be awesome, 2/29. Also on 2/29, Susie and the G-Tones does Fleetwood Mac at River City Roll, and Better Off Dead is at the Camel. But again, also on 2/29, Suggesting Rhythm at the Canal Club, 5th birthday party. It's going to be a hoot. I think that is everything on the calendar. Let me scroll down and make sure there's no questions before we bring in special guests. Medicinal Dreams starts at 9:30 on 2/1. Thank you, Andy. 9:30 for Medicinal Dreams on 2/1. Sisters and Brothers at 10:30. Byron Wake, love the fire. It is fire. Now, let's expand our minds in the horizon. Let's bring in some special guests. and talk some music. Make sure we get my good side. I don't really have a good side. Key told me after last night, she said, you got to look at the camera more. People want to see your face. I said, baby, I think you're the only one who wants to see my face. Special guests, Colleen Trimpe and Nick Gammon from the Audacity Brass Band.
What's up, guys?
Welcome, welcome, welcome to my humble little internet show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's just start with 2019. What a year.
Yeah.
Talk about your thoughts.
Well, we went on tour for the first time. We did like a 10-day tour up and down the East Coast, so that was exciting. It was a lot of work, a lot of time spent in the van and really cheap motels and
a lot of BLTs.
A lot of
BLTs.
eating sandwiches in gas station parking lots. It's not quite as glamorous as you might think tour would be, but it was a good time. Got to a bunch of new places, and then obviously the big one was lock-in.
I'm going to touch on tour life because I got a question about tour life coming up. But let's talk about rocking the lock-in because I knew about y'all, obviously. I mean, we've been friends for like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
So I knew about Audacity Brass Band and City Dogs. I know we had some Shitty Dog shows.
Yeah.
That were interesting and fun. But I loved Audacity Brass Band. I love Dave Matthews, so I love the Dave Matthews covers.
Mm-hmm.
I love the originals. What's the one that you played at Rockin' the Lock-In? It's got like a one-word title.
Rap? Are you talking the one with all the rapping?
Bridges.
No.
Red
Serenity? Is it kind of the prettier one? I don't know.
Hideaway.
That one's a really hype dance tune.
Hideaway. I think. Did you play that on CBS 6?
No, we didn't play that on CBS.
What did you play on the first CBS 6?
I think we might have played Bridges. Yeah.
It's probably
It's
Bridges.
got some rapping on it. Some people.
But yeah, that's one of the really hype ones. That's one that like a lot of people know and recognize. It was probably Bridges.
So, because I'm not a guy that's super high on originals, but if it's a good original, like I fell in love with Blue Rooster for that song "Taking on Water." And I remember me and Waldo when we got the recording after the Wrangler holiday party, we listened to it like 10 times. Anyway, Rockin' the Lock-In happens, and we get home field advantage at the Broadberry for first round one, right?
Yeah.
Home field advantage, so that's probably pretty much a shoo-in because half the crowd there was our crowd.
It was. Thank you guys so much. All the Ramblers like made that night. You guys probably are the reason we won in the first place. So much love to you guys. Thank you all.
So we play in the tourney, and then we go up to Northern Virginia, right?
No, it was Charlottesville where the finals were, which is almost a home field advantage for us because we have a monthly residence out there at Miller's, so we call it our home away from home. So that actually kind of played to our advantage a bit as well.
So we go through it, we win, we knock out the killer shows. We're all hyped up, so we get this long wait to lock in, and we get to lock in, and it's a good time, and then the storms come.
Thursdays at lock-in, I'll tell you guys what, I'm sure some of you guys have been to the lock-ins. Thursday is just a bad luck day. I mean, so many bands have gotten rained out on Thursdays at lock-in, but
I think all our people got arrested on Friday.
I think, yeah, everyone got arrested on Friday. Rained out Thursday, arrested on Friday.
So we got all this hype up to the show, the biggest show, obviously. I mean, for any band of a young band, biggest show, and then it doesn't happen. I mean, obviously, we're devastated because so we're in the RV and we're getting the updates through the Lock-In app, and I'm like, they'll shrink sets and they'll fit something in. Like these bands came all the way, and so you guys end up getting the word that you're getting cut from the set.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're devastated, but I mean,
It was heartbreaking, but I gotta be honest, being able to hang out at Lock-In with that artist wristband all weekend was pretty cool. Got to, meet their trucks.
Nice.
I peed next to Susan Tedeschi. I didn't actually meet her, but
nice.
But we got to meet some of the Voltback guys that we're huge fans of. So it wasn't a total loss, and that's really all we can say.
You only had like 200 of your friends there anyway that were already there.
I know,
so at least
it was great. And then also,
like,
actually, if you want to tell them about what happened with your
my
situation,
equipment ended up getting damaged
right.
in the storm, so it was destroyed. It was waterlogged, and it was like right after our show. I was up on the rafters backstage. Happened to be the artist relations manager up at Orange, and spinning that into an endorsement.
Yeah, so he is now an official Orange endorsed artist, and it's really cool. If you go on their website, you go to their artists, and it's like, I think the first one is Jimmy Page. You scroll down one page, and then it's like Geddy Lee, and then there's Bob Weir is on the second page, and then you go one more page down than that, and it says Nick Gammon of Audacity Brass Band right there, one page under Bob Weir. So, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Something came out of it.
That's sort of a good segue. So how's life changed since you've won Rockin' the Lock-In? Even though you didn't
didn't
get to play the
change.
festival.
It didn't change as much as I thought it was going to. Kind of thought that we were gonna take off, but the whole rating kind of put our plans on hold a little bit.
We did, however, we did recently sign with. Are we frozen?
Oh, we did. We did sign with Rockfish
Are
Labels.
we frozen?
Oh no, we're good. Yeah, so we did end up signing with Rockfish Music. We do a lot of the music and media for Lock-In, and that's how we got connected with them. Was actually through Rockin' to Lock-In. So we're now officially signed on with Rockfish Music. So that was cool.
So what do they do?
That
Distribute
happened.
music?
Yeah, so
Or
they
they
don't
like
actually
They
do
record,
they
they
do-
record, they distribute, they help us promote it and market it and stuff like that. So they'll like watch our market numbers on Spotify and figure out places we should target and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then we recorded our most recent single, Serenity. We recorded with Dave Stipe, who is from Rockfish Music. So they're helping us with some of the recording and stuff like that as well.
Well, we all know the money's in the gigs, right? And that's one thing.
Usually.
That's one thing that's hard with y'all, because how many members are in the band? I'm 12, 13, 10 members.
Officially, yes.
So wearing the hat that I wear sometimes, booking bands, and trying to pay y'all fair, because one thing I believe is paying the talent what they're worth. Logistically, 10 people splitting a band fee, because I can tell you, it's hard to get a band fee for most of our bands, like between $1,000 and $2,000 if you're lucky, just to be real. So splitting that 10 ways, you could be traveling 2 days to make $100. You're away from home 3 days. You're missing work. The logistics of that have to be tough.
It is. It's real tough, honestly. And also some of the money goes to the band as well, just for things like travel expenses, hotel expenses, and stuff like that. I will say, honestly, with Audacity, we're not really doing it just for the money with this gig. That's why I've been so busy, and so is Nick too, picking up other gigs, because I've got those money gigs. Thank you, University of Richmond. Shout out.
Go Spiders.
Go Spiders. With Audacity, we've got the long-term picture. It's like more of a long-term thing, investment, as we like to tell ourselves. Also, we're contracted, so
we are contracted.
don't really have a choice.
Until
But
May
yeah,
2020.
and we have so much fun with this band that we're literally not doing it for the money. It's because it's like, for me at least, it's what I genuinely love doing. Being up on stage, playing that kind of music, it's just my favorite thing in the world. So.
You don't get rich from the Junction Hill show Friday night at Karaoke Cafe?
Shoot, that one. That one actually paid me a little bit more than some of the Audacity shows we played. So, thank you, Heather, by the way. That was an awesome show. Thanks, guys.
None of us are getting rich.
No.
And I multiple times, daily almost, it happened today with Mr. Drudge and me. Why can't we make the music our full-time job?
I know.
It sucks so bad to go into your desk job, especially after like the highs of shows. So I'll never forget, after the first suggesting show at the Beacon down in Hopewell. Huge crowd, right? It's a big show, this nice theater, big rock stars, like nice big green room, like a real like green room, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day, Dave Oakley was like, "Yep, from big rock star to cut my lawn." It's like people don't realize, they think it's all glitz and glamour, or I don't know. But
Yeah. So good.
one of my favorite movies is the Johnny Cash movie, Walk the Line. And one of the best lines in that movie is when June Carter Cash is riding in the car with Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and Johnny Cash, and they're just being stupid men. And she says, they're on the road in some 50s car, and she says, "Get me out of this car and away from all these boys." When I hear that line now, I think of you, because you're traveling around with all these boys. How is that?
I'm used to it at this point, having been a female trombonist for the last 2 decades, and also a female jazz major at VCU. There was the majority of my classes, I was the only girl in the class. I played in a lot of situations like this. So I'm kind of used to it, and I fit in a little bit well. Honestly, we have a joke about my excessively large metaphorical balls. Like, I fit in pretty well, but honestly, sometimes it is a little bit exhausting, and I just want to give out a shout out to Kat Gage, who is our band leader Tyler's wife, who came on tour with us. She runs a lot of our merch and everything, and I'm not going to lie, having a little bit of break from like the excessive testosterone was cool. But yeah, it's fun though. They're all pretty cool.
That's awesome segue, because our spouses that are involved in this have a tough time. because I know that I take heat because I do this and I have to go to some rehearsals sometimes, and then you have the shows, and it's like, well, when we get free time, that free time is spent on the music. And like tonight, she always says, let's go on vacation. I said, tours are vacation, shows are vacation. She said, after Steve Stock and Jubilee and Lock-In, we have to have a real vacation. So this is the Jerry Springer part of the show.
Oh gosh.
There's two schools of thoughts when it comes to relationships. One is you love the person and you want to spend all the time you can with them. And then a relationship matures, and then it turns into a reason to go out, and you don't spend as much time with them. When you're on the road and your spouse is on the road, and there's the political dynamics of being in a band, I imagine it's a good and a bad. It's good in the fact that you guys always get to spend time together. So if you were on the road, obviously, without each other, it would be very lonely. But then, obviously, if people are pissed off at Colleen, they know that Nick's probably not going to give. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like the dynamic of that
yeah.
can be tough, right? That's why so many bands,
Yeah.
relationships over the years are hard, and being in a band is hard. So just, I mean, what's that dynamic like? I mean, I would say when I was thinking about it, if it were me, it would be a net win. It would be a positive. To be playing every night with the person that I love and being on the road with that person, so it's probably a net win, right?
Yeah, I definitely think it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that we get to like do what we're passionate about together and share that together. And I mean, it can be a little bit weird sometimes, but you just have to. When we're in the band, we have a business relationship. You have to keep your relationship part like side and the band, you know, the business stuff separate. And we're pretty good at it. I mean, we don't really have any issues. You know, we're basically Susan and Derek over here. We might as well be.
That's why I'm horrible at business, because I'm in so many relationships with everyone.
Yeah. No, I mean, we make it work pretty darn well, though.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah.
I hope that wasn't a weird
That's nice.
question. I felt like that was the hard, almost awkward question, but
We get it a lot. It's fine.
We're used to it by now.
Yeah.
and my girl, she
It's
tries to hang in there.
warming up
She really does, but it's a lot going on, and you know, we work on our desk jobs, and then we do the music, and I went to Broadway 11 hours last week. So you know what I'm saying?
And actually, honestly, it kind of makes things easier for us sometimes because a lot of times during the weekdays we'll have really different schedules. We don't really get to see each other that much. Then it's like the weekend rolls around, we're going to be on the road with the band, and that's happens to get to be some of our quality time too. So it's kind of cool.
This week, Froggies, Virginia Beach Friday night,
Yes.
Saturday night, your brother's a Blue Rooster. One of my best. Okay, I know we're long. We've still got 18 people hanging in there. Thank you. One of my best memories, we were jamming at Hank's for I forgot what it was. We were jamming at Hank's. I was on drums, and Colleen was like, got behind the organ, and we started playing Love Light, and it was badass. One of the best musical experiences of playing in my life. And she was like, yeah, I used to mess around with the organ a little bit, but you just got behind it, and you just rocked out the Love Light. It was super crazy.
I just knew the chords to it. I'm not really an organ player at all.
Blue Rooster this Saturday night, opening up at the Hoff, the Dark Blue Sessions. It's going to be a good time. Back to Richmond. How big is the room?
I think it's a little
about-
bigger than Carey Street.
It's-
I
yeah.
think it's about maybe a little bit deeper, and it's definitely wider.
But it's actually, it probably is about this. Yeah, it's a little bigger than Carey Street. It's maybe about camel sized. I mean, it's still small and intimate, but you can fit a good amount of people in there.
So I guess we better get there early to make sure we don't miss Blue Rooster. But they're going on at 10.
Yeah, they're going on at 10.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You
you
guys
definitely
are
want to
going
get there
11:30
early.
-ish?
Yeah, and you know, tickets are at the door. There's nothing in advance. So
Tickets at
yeah,
the door.
It's
so
only
get
door,
there,
yeah.
get there
How
early.
much are they at
Show.
the door?
$10.
$10.
$10 at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Stock. I know we talked about it last year because some scheduling didn't work.
Yeah.
So
we
we've
had
been
some
talking
other
about it
shows
since then. So we're off for Steve Stock 3. We're so excited to have you out of the Vineyard. Primetime spot. Thank you for playing it.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you.
Thanks for having us, man. We're excited.
We're excited to have you, my co-headliners. Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you for letting me come into your home and ask you these questions. Thank all you people. Let me see if there's any questions real quick before I go, since you guys were troopers. You guys can pre-shoot me questions. Hey, Doc, Tom, Steve V.
Tony D,
What's up?
Brian Nickel. Hey, how long do y'all want us to play on Saturday night? Stevie, I think you're in for an hour and a half is what we just talked about.
Or is it 75 minutes?
Or is it 75 minutes?
Yeah, yeah.
For Steve's talk or?
For,
No,
no, for
for-
Blue Rooster
Oh
on
yeah, I
Saturday.
don't know.
Yeah, probably 75 minutes is good. Probably like an hour to an hour 15. If you guys want to go a little longer, we should just be on stage by 11:30. But yeah.
Thank you, Colleen, Nick, Audacity Brass Band. Thank all of you for watching. Go 49ers. Get well Micro Day. Next week, we're highlighting the Come Heres. Trip and Jan from the Come Heres. We're going to be talking about Wednesday, February 5th. Y'all have a great week. Go see the music this week. Go Not Fade Away and get your Steve Stock tickets or buy them online.
Guys.
The price goes up
Everybody.
February 1st at midnight. Thank y'all. Yeah, last week we got 1,000, so.
Nice. I mean, yeah, people only